Coming at you from Scratchin Wolf Studio. It's that time again to rage across the internet. It's your very favorite Werewolf the Apocalypse podcast. I'm your host, Porter. To my left, we have Daniel Dyson.
Daniel Dyson, yes.
That's right.
That's me. Hey, everybody.
And across from me, Dommy Tixon. Dommy, what's up?
Dommy.
Same old. It's recording day.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah, I love me
And
some
I'm in
recording
studio
day.
again.
Right?
Just like a record.
Yes. Yes, it is. I don't know how many in a row. 3, 4?
I think it's one.
Maybe.
No.
I don't remember the schedule.
Yeah, I don't either, but I think the streak was broken.
That sucks for you.
But
A new record.
Yay,
Gotcha.
I'm back.
But hey, we're doing good.
Yes.
Had a hell of a nice lunch after recording the latest postmortem.
Oh, man. You guys.
Yeah.
Please.
By the time this airs, they probably almost have it.
It's close.
Yeah.
By the time this comes out, yeah.
I'm focused on the sandwich, man. That cheesesteak was good enough. You could see the future.
You're still on the sandwich. Sandwich is gone. It's over with. It's eaten.
But he sees his future from that sandwich.
It was a damn good sandwich. I get
It
that.
involves a heart attack.
Yeah. I agree with it. It was good.
I'm talking about the postmortem, though. We had a lot of fun recording it.
Well, we always have fun recording it. We don't always have an awesome sandwich.
All right, fine. I see your point. You are very correct. We do not always have an awesome sandwich.
Yeah, it's true for everybody.
Hey, and thank you, Patreons, for that.
Sure. You know what? Yeah, okay. I can do that. That's cool.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't, though, but hey.
But hey.
It is now, I guess. Thanks, Tom.
Sure.
No, I can scoot some funds back over to reimburse me for lunch. That's fine.
Patrons paid for lunch.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know. I thought he was segueing into it because of the postmortem.
No, he was trying to, but I wasn't letting him.
No.
Well, then I pushed it along there. That
Made it worse.
Do we want to take this from the top, or do we want to run with
No,
this?
keep going. This is funny.
All right.
Good Lord.
Yeah, so, we did. It is a Patreon reward, the postmortem.
Yep. And again, we had a lot of fun recording it. This was the Halloween/Devil's Night edition.
That's true.
This episode that you guys will be hearing fairly soon. What?
That laugh.
That was just... I feel like you should be on a list.
Anyway, the postmortem we just recorded has been a long time coming. We've been waiting to do that episode ever since we decided to do these postmortems.
No, it's true. It's a big episode. It's a big story for that particular, yeah.
Exactly. And that's tier 2 of Patreon. So, it doesn't cost much if that's what you want to get into. And again, also, the first 4 of our postmortems, Into the Breach, those are coming out fairly soon.
Yeah, those are getting aired. I know because we were talking about it back a few episodes ago, about how it's going to be the emergency. We don't have... Now we decided to do that so we could have a bit of like a break during the holidays.
It'll be nice.
Yeah.
We have some new intros in there, and you'll hear some familiar voices, but...
Plus, you'll get a little, if you're still on the fence about buying into the postmortems, you'll get to hear them.
Exactly. Yeah. First full arc. Your guys' first attempts at role-playing.
First attempts.
Attempts.
Yes. We'll leave it at that.
There's a key word in there. Attempts.
But no, that's a good way, so people can get an idea. And then, of course, we have other tiers for our Patreon. We have our $5 tier, which gets you our access to our monthly hangouts, as well as the our
RAI
various,
gaming team.
That's right, our various gamer tags. Is that right?
Yep. Yes, we'll leave with that.
Gamer handles? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't...
Sure. Gamer tag.
We know how to play the
Steam
games.
and our PlayStation accounts. There you go. You can come play games with us.
Right. Yeah, I was actually, earlier today, I was playing some Dead by Daylight with Stu.
Oh.
That's a fun game, too.
That was a lot of fun.
I have not watched that one yet.
Just started getting into it.
It's a lot of like the Friday the 13th game.
Oh. Run from Killers. Nice.
Essentially, yeah.
And then they have like different license, like they make their own, and then they have some licensed ones too. What's kind of neat is they had the rights for Stranger Things.
Oh, nice.
Which we've talked about before. It's a very... That's a secret World of Darkness show, at least the first season.
You can run around as a Scrag?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The killer is
Demogorgon.
Yeah, is the
yeah.
Demogorgon,
but not
which
the
is
Scrag.
Yeah, it's totally a Scrag.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's the killer, yeah.
But the rights run out in November.
Whoa.
Oh, really?
When you're hearing this, get on that if you want in on that.
Yeah, if that's something you're interested, that's why I'm
You
bringing it
got
up.
like weeks, maybe 2.
If that's something you're interested in, if you get the pack with them, you get to keep it, but they can't sell it after I think it's like November 15th. So like it's
Wow.
on sale until then.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
It kind of lit a fire under my ass.
So you got it, didn't you?
No, absolutely.
Of course you did.
I haven't even used it yet, but I don't want to not be able to use a Scrag in a fucking video game.
That's fair. That's fair. I don't want to not be able to use a Scrag. That's a sentence, dude.
Think about it. Like, oh, you had the option, but it's too bad.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, that's not what the show's about.
No,
Hashtag not sponsored, so.
No, we're not at all sponsored, but I'm just saying, it's nice to take some time, play a couple games with Stu. It was a fun time.
Yeah.
And you can be a part of that, is my point.
The RAI gaming team.
Yeah.
We have a 3rd tier, don't we?
We do.
What?
Yes, we do.
I like how we just immediately went into shilling. As it was hello and then nonsense and then shilling.
Is this what this has become?
It usually is. Nonsense is usually the answer.
At least we're getting through it today.
Yeah.
We'll get into the stuff. But yeah, this is your first show.
Oh, boy. Welcome and sorry.
Yeah, no, it'll be fine. We screw around like that. There's real content coming, I swear. But yeah, our 3rd tier, you get you're part of the NPC of the Month Club, which is once a month. I pull an NPC from my personal Storyteller Bible, and I revise it to get the best version of that entry, and send it on to you.
Fully fleshed out character.
Yeah.
Who that character is, what that character looks like, background, history.
Yeah, no stats, because that's going to be up to you and how you want to use the character.
You could be rank 1, you could be rank 5.
Exactly.
Whichever way you want to use them.
These characters grow and evolve over time, and who am I to tell you when in that character's career you want to use them? So,
But that's not the important part.
That's right.
The
Stats
information, the stats are secondary to this.
yep.
So, whatever you make them to be, go for it.
But that's what we do. And of course, you can always hit us up on our Discord, which is free to everybody. You just got to get the link, the little invite, which is in our forums. And where are our forums?
Those are on our website.
What's our website?
You both looked at me at the same time. That was creepy. RageAcrossTheInternet.com.
.com.
Not doing it this time.
Oh.
.com.
Yeah, there we go.
Sure, you can do it.
What
Yes,
else
there's
is on that website, though?
our store.
There you go.
That's true. That's true.
More stuff. We just unveiled more stuff on there.
Oh, and I got told who actually wanted those shoes.
Yeah, I was going to save it. I was specifically not telling Danny yet.
Oh, who did it?
Oh, let Porter tell us.
Well, I don't know if I want to do that here.
Oh, fine.
Well, because,
Okay.
But no. The mystery person who ordered the shoes has ordered the shoes.
They ordered them.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay.
So there will be a pair of Rage Across the Internet high tops in the world now.
Wow.
I'm so excited for that.
That's so cool. That's hilarious.
Okay. Well, you'll tell me who it is after the show, so we don't put it on air.
Yeah.
But to that person, because obviously you've got to be listening by now, post those pictures. I gotta see these.
Oh, that's already happening.
Okay.
Trust me.
You've already hounded, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
One of those jerseys is out in the wild now, too. Same order.
Oh, he's excited.
Yeah. I'm excited for that. That jersey's going to be badass.
I just haven't gotten around to ordering it myself yet.
Well, you're wearing the hoodie today.
I am. This hoodie is super
And I have
comfy.
not seen this in person yet.
Well, I ordered the hoodie like months ago.
Yeah, but it was, yeah.
It was
When it
too
was 90
warm.
degrees.
Right.
Right. That's just today just happened to be a perfect day for a hoodie. And I got super excited and put it on, and holy shit, is this soft.
It looks good, too.
I'm super happy with the look
Like,
on it.
I like it more than I thought I would. They really got the crystal lines and the white.
Mm-hmm.
Like it.
It's really nice. And again, super soft, super comfy.
Hit up that store, guys.
Yeah. There's a bunch of crazy shit on there. I don't know.
I think it's enough shilling. What do you think?
I think it definitely.
All right.
Just a quick final thank you, everyone out there, for supporting us in the ways that you have. And if you're looking to support us in a way that doesn't involve money, tell your friends, like our posts, Get the word
Share
of mouth.
the love.
Yep, word of mouth, share the love. And from there, what do you say we do a show about Werewolf the Apocalypse?
Sounds...
I'm good.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Sounds good.
No, I'm good to keep going.
Oh.
Yeah, all right.
I thought you meant like, no, thank you.
Oh, no. I don't know what I meant.
No, can we go back to the sandwich?
I want to go back to that sandwich.
See?
Oh, fine.
Better than a pancake.
Right?
There are a lot of things that are better pancakes.
Just bread done wrong.
It's not, you can't even call it bread.
It's like a sponge.
Yeah. Dry sponge.
Yep.
Again, how about a show about Werewolf the Apocalypse?
I thought we were talking food, sorry.
We're
the
done with
side
that.
of Werewolf the Apocalypse.
We're talking about food in... That's the episode today. It's food in the world of darkness.
Oh, boy. Oh.
Are we going to fight over this?
Otali's?
We could easily do 20 minutes.
That's not.
But no.
We have a show to do, guys.
You want to fight?
Are we going to fight over this?
Well,
Can you make it after the show?
No, I think we're going to make it the show.
I think we're going
today,
to take it a fight club.
Oh, you son of a bitch. I should have saw that coming.
You really should have.
Damn it. Well, you know why? Because you don't talk about Fight Club.
Says who?
Says everybody. It's the rules.
Who's everybody?
That's the first two rules. Tyler Durden, mostly.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
I don't think Tom's actually
Tom's
seen the movie.
never
I've seen it.
actually
I'm just
seen
fucking
Fight
with you.
Fuck off.
It's like an 80% chance, though.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen it. I'm just still laughing at this guy for it going right over his head.
Pretending like it didn't happen, okay?
Uh-huh. I'm looking right at Porter going, come on.
I heard it, and it was like I already started talking, so it's like, no, I'll circle back.
There's a lot of new faces here, which means you're all breaking the first two rules of Fight Club.
There's only three. What are you talking about?
That's what he says.
Did you fall and hit your head?
Yes.
Okay. Daniel Dyson, I swear.
So we're here talking about the Ahrauns.
Fight
Yes.
Club.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
The latest and last, for now.
For now.
Because we got a lot of third shit to go back to.
Yes, we have
Like a lot to
So
first.
much.
But, you
That
know,
is such a deep auspice.
right. And, you know, we wanted to do the other ones first. So as to not go like, hey, in 6 months we can talk about another auth now.
No, we're not doing that again.
No, don't count on that.
Yeah, right. Thanks for listening to the podcast.
Oh, yeah. Ouch.
So, it's without... Well, I'm sure there's going to be some more. with
What?
minimal further ado.
Minimal.
Yeah, we are, in fact, on the Ahroun. It is Fight Club Day, the last of the auspices, the full moons.
The Warrior's Warrior.
That's it. The Warrior's Warrior. The Executioner.
Oh, yeah.
The Field General.
It's the leaders in the,
Tactician, yeah.
leaders in the war
The
effort.
war leader, the inspiration.
Can be.
Well, yeah, your frontline guy. He's the one that's inspiring you.
The Drill Sergeant.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah, the trainer.
So many.
A lot of stuff falls on this auspice.
It really does, and I think it's an auspice that gets a bad rep.
Everyone thinks of it as a Hulk smash kind of
Right.
auspice.
Exactly. They go, oh, they're just mean. Well, they
No,
have
it is the highest rage one.
Yeah,
but
there's that for sure.
But
they lean on their rage though. They use that as their building block.
that's a solid point. It's a good way to use that auspice for a character too. Use the rage for training.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, you do have to keep in mind that this is the warrior caste of a warrior race. This is a species that was born to kill.
They all can fight.
Yep.
This is
Everyone's
the
a
one that,
warrior.
This is the one that's put on that higher pedestal.
Right. And that, on one level, you look at it and go, well, yeah, that's like the ultimate badass. Well, it definitely can be. Don't get me wrong. I mean, there's definitely truth to that. But also, you consider the burden. Because they look to, like, let's say you, Danny,
Okay.
is the Ahroun. I mean, you're not, but just fuck it.
Yeah.
Is you're the toughest guy in this room. And that's the thing that's expected of you.
With one arm.
Well, again, it's not.
I know,
not
but it would
Ahroun,
be-
But like, if that
I'm
were
just
the
picturing
case,
it as
right?
your character.
Yeah,
if
which
he was
is,
an Ahroun.
you know, with the premise, you know?
Yeah.
You're the strongest guy in the room with one arm.
That's what's expected.
Yeah, live up to that expectation.
Exactly. And I think the fact that your character has one arm,
Makes it even more badass.
well, I'm going to say with this
Thank you.
fictional Ahroun scenario, I think puts you at a disadvantage. Because people look at you as the easy target. Big bad Ahroun with one arm, fuck this guy.
And he smashes your face in a helmet.
Quite possibly. But there's that side of it. There's that side that says every Garu puts forth 100%.
Right.
But it's an Ahroun in combat.
You should be putting 150.
200%.
It should be 200%.
But it's in the book.
Yeah.
That's what it says in the book.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Ahrouns are expected to put 200% out, while the rest of the nation is 100.
Because they're the Ahroun.
Huh.
They're almost the very combat version of Ring the Bell.
That's,
Good enough's not good enough.
That's a hell of a thought.
And let's expand on that, because again, it's not just I can lift the most weight. It's not just I can punch you harder.
It's not just I can kill the most Femori out there.
It's I can put the plan together. I can keep everything from going to hell once the plan fails, because that's just combat.
Mm-hmm. And I can do that in the smartest way possible.
That's the hope. And I mean, certainly, you have precedent, other auspices that can take that battlefield general role, or can help with that. Your Philodoxes, or even, your battle historian Galliards. But this is the Ahroun's job.
If they're not the Ahroun there, if there's not one there, then I can see it falling to the other two, those other two.
Certainly. But, tip of the spear, man.
Yes, I like how they use that. They use that a lot in the Book of Auspices. Mm-hmm. The Ahroun is the tip of the spear. The spear being the rest of the nation.
Yes.
Somebody's got to lead the forces.
Mm-hmm.
Better than Ahroun.
Yeah, I hear people right now speaking up with different opinions.
Fair.
Oh, you can hear them, right?
I can hear them,
yes.
yeah.
There's like 4 or 5 people in particular, you can hear their voices.
Yep. Yes, I know exactly who you're thinking those 4 or 5 people are right off the top of my head.
Hey, guys.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
But
again, the other auspices are geared towards the other aspects of life in the Garu Nation. Mm-hmm. Where the Ahroun, the only aspect of life they are geared towards is combat.
Well, and it,
Not necessarily, because he touched base on it. They're the executioners as well. They're the ones that are going to hand out that judge. I mean, the Philodox does the judging,
mm-hmm.
and if there's an Ahroun, the Ahroun's going to lay out the judgment, if it's execution.
That's a solid point.
I mean, nothing's all the time, but,
right.
Yeah.
Well, I just think back when you had to do it, we didn't have an Ahroun, so it was in your hands.
I know where you're insinuating, yes. And that was a lot of fun.
You just can't take this guy near an orphanage. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, wow, man. That's rough.
Sorry, spoilers.
Too soon.
That's a little rough, man.
Again, it's an auspice that gets the bad rap. There are multiple facets. And I mean, we've gone through this series, and it's true for all of the auspices. It's not just the one way. But
It's
I
not
think,
that typical stereotype way that everyone gives into.
Right. Now, that said, I think there's some level of, for lack of a better term, I don't want to use the word...
Easy?
No. Some level of purity to a concept like the Ahroun Geta Fenris, which is a character that so many people started with. But
It's the most... we don't want to go too cliche and say it's the easy one, but it's probably the most forgiving.
I think that's definitely true, but I think what I mean in this instance is the simplicity of the warrior's warrior of the warrior tribe.
I see what you're saying.
You're stacking broadswords on biceps, just all the way up to your character.
This is just your barbarian. I mean, it's just your warrior. It's your warrior. It's your typical warrior character.
It's the war. It's
the smash character.
It's the best warriors of the nation. That is a nation of warriors.
Yes, it is.
With the warrior job.
Right.
And it's a lot of worry.
And it's not even a double negative of that, but it's a triple.
Right?
It's not even a negative.
But it's, and obviously I think a lot of people will roll their eyes at that idea. It's just on paper.
Yes.
Because
but
again...
this could totally be done right.
Right. I mean, there's plenty of ways to do that, We hear questions, and I don't know how often you guys hear it, but I hear it less so now, but people got used to my answer.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, but we hear things like, so what is a Fianna Ahroun like versus a Shadow Lord Ahroun? And my answer is always the same, and it doesn't matter what auspice you give me. It doesn't matter. What's the character like? You're building the person first, not fuck the cliche. So it's a hard question to answer all by itself, but yeah, you can easily take that the Ahroun get is just this Gur Smash Man.
Just look into your human world right now. The job doesn't define a person.
Exactly.
What you do for a living doesn't define you as a person.
Exactly. And that's the thing to keep in mind when you're doing stuff like this. I mean, yeah, the Ahroun is starter 5 rage. So we know he's not fit to hang out at the store.
Or flip burgers.
We're not following him to Best Buy.
I'm not going in a city with him.
If you can help it, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we're not going to go to the pickup game in the park. Leave the basketball at home. Because this isn't going to end well.
He misses the first shot and just pops it. Fuck this game.
Well, actually,
Somebody follows him.
I actually, when you started to say that, I saw he whiffed it and then turns and sucker punches the guy that was defending him.
No.
I missed.
Because he's Allo doing that.
But, think about how difficult that has to be.
Mm-hmm.
Because, your rage makes you angry. Obviously, welcome to the game.
Good
But
point.
this isn't... It can be a blessing, but it's a curse. You don't want to be furious all the time. You think about, the telemarketer that pissed you off yesterday. Because he called, in the middle of a movie, or you just laid down to take a nap, and it's like, oh, you like some long distance? What? Is this 95? What?
I'm about to say, yeah, that's a really long callback for a long distance service.
But you know what I'm saying? Do you want different internet, guy? You're like, I'm trying to watch Lost Boys. Fuck you. But imagine being that irritated all day.
Every single time, yeah.
That shit's exhausting.
Yes, it is.
Very.
Just and I think we've had this conversation or something similar, if not just with you guys, and maybe on Discord as well. Where my internet will act up, and I'm like, I'm not going to call them. I'm not going to call them because I'm going to be on hold for 20 minutes, and then I'm going to argue with them for 10 more, and then they're going to do the thing, and I don't have it in me to be that mad for the rest of my day.
Because it does. That anger will take it, the struggle will take all that energy out of you.
Right.
I know the feeling. It's so frustrating every single time. If something stupid at work and I get irritated at something stupid at work, I go home and I'm irritated the rest of the frickin' night.
Right. And now imagine that all the time.
Man, that's life. That would suck.
So you have, just because you have high rage, maybe don't play it as the Incredible Hulk. Maybe remember that, I can't not be this mad. And I want so much to just sit down and have a drink.
I am this mad, but I don't want to be.
Right. I can't control the fact that everything is terrible and I just want to murder shit, even though I don't want to do that. I want a beer. I want a beer and I want to watch the game. I want my team to win, because I don't need more stress.
But then my team starts playing like crap.
And then you threw the TV through the window.
And now you can't watch the rest of the game.
Yeah. And now what? Now you're extra mad because your dumbass broke your own TV.
Yep. Because you couldn't help it.
It's a vicious cycle.
Vicious.
I mean, we make jokes, but
It
we're
happens.
kind of not joking here.
Right.
Apply the shit.
And I can see the Ahrouns being, one, the ones easiest to fall for that, and two, the easiest to control it.
Because they have to practice it every day.
Exactly.
Right.
They were the easiest to fall to that anger and that rage, but they're the ones more commonly known to control it.
Well, I think I would make the argument that there's probably less of a middle ground between them and the other auspices. I would say, a Thurge, not a high rage character.
Mm-hmm.
But, of course, rage fluctuates. So, what's it going to be, right?
It could be, yes.
So, if your rage is getting the better of you, you're getting higher rage, you're going to have a harder time controlling it because it's like a college. So, congratulations on your first beer. You're halfway through and you're drunk. Thanks for visiting our school.
That sounds fun to me.
Where the junior just got done with his third keg stand of the night.
He's still got to finish this English paper for the next day.
And he's going to do it.
Yep.
He's got the tolerance. He's put the time in.
It's a good way of putting it. I like that.
Right? And then, you take your Ahroun at that point, that's like the senior or like a Fianna. Where
They've trained their liver.
if they are drunk, just call Guinness, and I don't mean to refill the kegs.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Nicely done. If that Fianna is drunk.
You sure it's a Fianna?
In this scenario,
Professional drinkers. Don't forget that.
You know, we're talking some hardcore alcoholics. You know, if the hardcore alcoholic is drunk, then the Ragabash died of alcohol poisoning like a week ago. That's kind of what I'm saying here. You know, I mean, to back you guys up, there's a level of tolerance. Yeah, there's still a danger. Of course, there's still a danger.
There's always going to be a danger.
But there's a greater tolerance because they're used to dealing with higher doses of rage, if you will.
I like that. That makes so much sense.
Yeah, so I think there's less of a middle ground. It's your freshmen and your seniors. We're going to go back to college on this one. Hey, it's back with the school motif. Look at me bringing it all together.
Good job. Go, Porter.
It's your freshmen versus your seniors.
And there are no sophomores or juniors because they were killed off for being weak.
Well, I'm just saying, I think that...
Well, the seniors are training them.
I just don't think there's a whole lot of middle ground within the auspice.
No.
I know what you're saying, yeah.
Harder to find it in that auspice, that's for sure.
And I think there's something to be said with that, too. You know, I've always liked the idea, and I don't portray it. I don't think there's a character in your games that falls into this one here.
Okay.
But that old stoic Ahroun who's been through the shit and he's seen it. I think Lennox would be the closest.
I was about to say Lennox, yeah. He's the closest.
Yeah. Where it's that, I've been through it all. You know, here's my battle scars. Maybe I lost an eye and there's an ear gone or whatever. And it's just like, I've seen the shit. It's fine. I got 6 rage, but I'm handling my shit because I'm like 50.
I'm retired.
I know how to do it now.
Okay. It took me a second to realize we were going with it, but yes, I see it.
40 years of practice, man.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. And
hopefully in 40 years, if you live that long, you've practiced it enough, you could.
I mean, 40 years as a Garu, man.
Oh, my goodness.
4 years as a Garu was crazy enough.
Right?
Tack a 0 on that? Ooh.
That's a different show. That's a show. I'm gonna like that show.
40 years from now?
Yes, Danny.
Okay.
That's the title of it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an next recording.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's
the name of the episode and the next recording. It's crazy. It's super meta.
Okay. I'll have to write that down. No, I won't.
Isn't this auspice consider themselves the cleansers? Because they're cleansing everything for Gaia.
I mean, that's definitely a mentality.
Okay.
Please expand on that, because I've not seen that.
Just throwing it out there. Could have swore I read it somewhere, but I don't know.
I mean, I didn't read that part of the book, so I only read the Philodex part.
Nice.
It's been a while, man.
Maybe when you know you're doing an Ahroun episode, you should refresh yourself. But like I said, it might have read it in there, but I remember reading something about they consider themselves the cleansers because they're fighting off of the worm and the wild and trying to cleanse everything for Gaia in Gaia's name.
I can definitely see that mentality, and there's a level in which I appreciate that because it goes back into the zealotry of the Garu Nation that I appreciate to varying degrees.
Okay.
You know, we've talked about this concept before to where, you know, it's like, well, the totems are revered.
Very much.
You know, the children of Gaia aren't like, unicorn's okay, I guess. That's not how that rolls.
No, it's not.
They're wearing the t-shirts, they're getting the tattoos, they're
drinking the Kool-Aid.
Right. No Silver Fang goes, ugh, I guess it's Falcon. You know, they're like, woo, Falcon, yeah! You know, it touched me! Sign my boobs! That's how that works.
Fanboy it up, yeah.
You know, these are...
Yeah, every fanboy goes, sign my boobs.
For Falcon, yeah.
If you're Silver Fang.
Probably. Okay,
get it together.
Right, yeah.
That's true with the Get a Fenris and Fenris.
Yeah, I know it is.
Stag in the Fiano with the Red Talons and Gryphon.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know why I chose to do that.
That's fine.
It's just what was in my heart.
Close enough.
But they're worshipped. They are as gods, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to the nation. So I can see that going along, the idea of we're cleansing.
Mm-hmm.
We're cleansing in Gaia's name. I totally see that, and I can appreciate that on that level. I mean, spiritually, it's the Thursday shut up.
It's fair.
Spiritually, sure. I get it.
But through combat.
I can see where they're going there, yeah. And again, I can talk about that zealotry of the nation that works as a good thing and a bad, a cool thing and maybe a not so cool thing. You know, because you look into concepts of fanaticism and how far that goes, which can be useful fodder, don't get me wrong. But I mean, I prefer to keep it on the I would say less scary end of that spectrum.
Okay.
Well, Whiplash loves boar.
Yeah, of course.
He's not like killing people
in the name of boar
in slaughterhouses because bacon's being made.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
That way. Got it.
Yeah, you can do that to show it off as a negative. I don't like to go that way. Fuck, man.
Everyone loves bacon.
Everyone does love bacon.
Bacon?
Bacon.
We look to them as combat leaders.
Well, you'd think it'd be Philodox as a war leader, because they're the ones making decisions.
Possibly.
But it actually falls down to the Ahroun.
Oh, see, but the Philodox is a peacetime leader, perhaps.
That I can see more.
That's the guy when you need negotiation and level-headed communique, and...
Yeah, you sure you wouldn't want a Ragabash for that?
when it's time to fucking destroy something.
But you talk about how, the cliche of it's just another warrior and Hulk smash. You could still do it that way. You're not wrong, but...
No, but you've, at that point...
cheapened it.
Certainly. What I mean? What do we do here? We talk about running the bell. Good enough is not good enough. Is you do your best or nothing. This is you always strive to do better, and to just take, and we're going to go back to that Ahroun Get Offenders because it's the easiest.
It's not easy. It's the most forgiving.
Because
you can play it any way and it's still good.
But to just use that, well, yeah, he's Hulk smash. He's mean all the time and he's a jerk because I've misunderstood the Get Offenders and I've only seen the 2-sentence printout for the description of the Ahroun, and I'm just going to be Warriorman. Conan von Warriorman, Ahroun Get Offenders.
Perfect.
I was hoping you were going to make a new mouth character.
Sorry.
Bashmouth?
There you go. So Bashmouth.
Yeah.
Nice.
Conan Bashmouth. That's not enough. Yeah, you can make that concept. Of course you can make that concept work, but you need to have depth to him. First of all, you need to have an opinion on why you are the way you are. I mean, this is basic character building. Your backstory, obviously. Kinfolk, blah, blah, blah. I don't want you to worry about stats right now. I want you to think about how does that rage affect you? How do you feel about the way that affects you? We've all been in an argument, right? Your wife, your girlfriend, your best friend, whatever. Mm-hmm. Mumsy yelled at you. I don't know what. But where you've said something...
You definitely didn't mean to say.
Right. Or maybe you did, but not that way.
Mm-hmm. And now you're trying to bring it back.
Just something festooned in anger and shittiness.
Been there.
Everyone has.
Everyone has, yeah.
But it's and how do you feel about that after the war? And it's rhetorical, I don't care.
I feel great.
Cool.
Rhetorical, Tom. Come on.
I just wanted to let him know.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
So, but certainly you have that opinion. You feel the way you do about what you did. And you need to have that for your character. There has to be a motivation. There has to be that understanding of your behavior when you lose control of your rage. You factor that in. Does he constantly regret it? Does he try to avoid social interaction because of it? Because he knows he can't keep his mouth shut? Or because he knows he can't play nice?
That's kind of how I see it.
Well, and that's how, you don't have an Ahroun, but that's how you play it then.
Yes, that's how I would play. I would definitely keep my distance.
Nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all.
Yeah, that's definitely how I would play it. I would keep my distance. I'd be very soft-spoken, and I would say very few words, and only say what's necessary, because I know if some ever got out of hand, I would just make it worse.
Direct opposite of Whiplash.
Sure. That's a character who... he is an Ahroun Get Offenders.
Mm-hmm.
He's an absolute tactician, though. That is one of the smartest persons on that battlefield.
He's an aspiring tactician.
Okay.
Get your knee pads out, Danny.
It's not his strong suit, but luckily it is in his beta's wheelhouse.
That's fair. Okay.
That is a guy who would have been dead 5 years ago if the smartest guy in the room wasn't his best friend and second in command.
Good point. Yeah, good point.
But that's also a character who knows enough about himself and his rage to have a pretty solid idea of what he can and can't get away with.
Mm-hmm. And then another character who happens to know his alpha even more so. I see it as Butchers in the Shadows. He knows Whiplash better than Whiplash knows Whiplash.
Well, that's probably true, but Butchers in the Shadows he's a piece of work. So
I'm just saying, you're going with that direction, and yeah, he probably knows Whiplash better than Whiplash knows.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I was bringing it up because we're talking Get Ahroun, so there you go. We have one in our game.
No, we absolutely do. He's not that older stoic guy like I was talking earlier. He's closer to the opposite end of that spectrum, but he's
still young.
Yeah.
There's a couple Get Ahrouns in that game.
Yes, there are. At least one.
Other than Whiplash, you mean?
Rowan.
Yeah, Rowan.
Who?
Okay.
Thanks for listening to the podcast, Tom.
No, he's got a point.
Yeah. Will this be out before postmortem? So
it doesn't matter. We use more people than just.
That's true.
He's got us. Good point. Thank you.
Who?
Look to the combat though. What can they do to combat for like inspiration to the others?
Well, certainly, being in we're using quotes here. The biggest and the strongest.
The front runner, the one killing it all.
You know, that's already to be great for morale. The guy who runs up on that,
Thunderworm.
Sure, and just
Headstrong.
rips it and leaves. Yeah, doesn't even blink. Sure, that's gonna be morale. And they have their wheelhouse of gifts. Also cool, but I think it's the little things as a character that would make the most difference.
Examples?
I'm about to do it.
All right.
Jeez.
I know. He's demandy.
Sorry.
Demandy more over here.
He just wants another sandwich.
I know he does. It's what this is all about. He's been drawing pictures of him the whole time. I know you can't see from over there, but I can see what he's doing over here. He's drawing pictures of the damn sandwich.
You said the future's in the sandwich, so
He's still trying to find his future.
Fair enough.
I ate it.
All right, so
I ate
anyway.
my future.
What a ridiculous... We got this, I promise.
Sure.
No, things like you're in a battle. Let's say what's big scale. Let's say it's some Amazon shit.
Okay.
Or a Karen attack or something to that effect. Larger scale combat. To have an Ahroun there, even a couple, reinforcing battlefield orders on the fly. The one going, we got to reinforce the left flank, you four with me, and starts charging out. How about, being the ones that cover retreats? Or it's not just what you say, it's what you do. I mean, it's both of them. But I think those little things, it matters, right?
Yes, very much so. It reminds me of the show Vikings. They had an attack on the whatever castle, and there was a giant wheel of spiked death coming at them. And
Castle Grayskull.
yes, maybe
No.
I don't know. I don't remember the name.
It was France, but go on.
Okay, and then Rollo, who was an absolute Ahroun of this show,
Yes.
takes a giant spear, stops this wheel of death, and then goes around it and gets everyone to follow him. And now the attack is back on, because once this wheel's coming out, everyone gets scared and starts hightailing it out. Him, no. Stops this thing. It can't do any harm anymore. Go around it.
But see, there you go, and you hit on it without saying the words, is that fear is bullshit.
Ah, okay.
Everyone's running scared. Here comes your Ahroun going, bullshit.
So fearless. There's a good quality in an Ahroun.
Absolutely.
Yeah, good one. Good call.
You get a scared Ahroun.
Runs from shadows.
Ooh, yeah, I forgot about that
Oh,
one.
he is an Ahroun.
I don't think he is.
No, he's not.
No, he's not, but it doesn't matter.
He should have been.
It's a great cowardly guard name.
Not picked by himself, clearly.
No, but it's not even a story for another day.
No.
Honestly. One time there was a guy who got a shitty guard name in the end. Thanks for listening.
Good story.
Yep.
Good story.
10 out of 10. But we're talking battlefield a lot now. Let's go back again. We talk about field generals. We talk about the trainers, the quote drill instructors. Somebody has to teach these kids to fight. And I'm going to say that again because I think this is one of those things that logistically just falls through the cracks with people.
So it just gets pushed under the rug.
They usually get ignored.
Yeah, you have, and we're just going to assume Homids because life makes it easier that way. You've got your group of cubs that have been black bagged and thrown into the woods for their crazy nature-worshipping murder cult.
Yeah.
Hey, you're part of the Garu Nation. Now we are going to train you how to use your forms, how to use them effectively, how to use them in combat so you can fight and die in the name of Gaia. And hopefully that dying part will be later, so do a good job.
As long as you train them right.
Yeah, someone has to train them. We bring up again, and we brought him up a lot, the NPC Whiplash that's in your games. And Whiplash is kind of the drill instructor of that sept.
Yes.
And this is a guy who, on the surface, tortures cubs.
No.
But on the surface...
Well, I'm not sure if your first time there, yes. I could see that, but no.
I think one of his favorites, and I think I've done this with every single group where he's been an NPC in, is, you're sleeping in the puppy pit, you're woken up by something splashy with some liquid. Is that gasoline?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
yes, it is gasoline.
He's got the Zippo in his hand. There's the lake over there in the cairn. He goes, if you jump in the lake, there will be trouble. And boom, lights you on fire. Good morning.
Hope you got Master of Fire.
Doesn't matter. Who cares?
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
Who cares? And, some of you out there going, oh, that's fucked up, that's sick, what's wrong? No. Think about it. Inevitably, you're going to be set on fire in combat.
Mm-hmm.
You are a giant mass of fur and claws and fangs. Someone's going to set you on fire eventually.
Yeah.
Fight through it.
So when do you want to learn about being set on fire? When you're in the field and you can panic and get people killed, or here in the safety of the cairn where there are people here that will heal you, and you can learn to face that pain and to not panic.
I like it.
That's the Ahroun.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, on the surface, it looks like it, because he'll also go around stabbing you with silver.
Yeah, and
guess what? You're going to get stabbed with silver, be able to fight through it.
Right? He's not trying to kill you. If he were trying to kill you, he'd kill you.
You'd be dead.
Right.
You wouldn't even have seen it coming.
It's a flesh wound. You're going to take a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this is what it feels like.
Get used to it.
Yep.
Right.
Own that pain so you can master it. Own that fear so it doesn't own you.
Good one.
Yeah, the first time we were there, I did see that. I was like, man, this guy's an asshole. But being there for so long, you understand it.
Yep.
Yeah. Own that rage so you can learn to use it.
Mm-hmm. It's about control. It's about keeping other people alive.
About knowing what the rest of your team and the rest of your pack is capable of.
Also true, and that's we can move to pack tactics at that point. Because let's keep in mind that the Garu, there was this thing called the Warrior Rage.
Really? That was a thing?
Yeah, the Warrior Rage. And the Garu won.
Quote unquote.
Pretty much.
Just
yeah.
Sweep. There was a sweep.
I don't want to say the word shutout, but
it was a sweep. It was. Come on.
Yeah.
But that was due to a nation togetherness, essentially.
I would say largely due to the fact that Garu were pack animals and they work as a pack. They work together. They work as a team. They have team tactics.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a whole lot of love for the Bastet.
No.
Like, I don't hate them, and like what I don't like about them isn't even their fault.
Right, you've mentioned them before.
Yeah. But, if you put a Simba, in the ring with a Stargazer, with the Silver Fang.
Okay.
Gonna cut them some slack.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You do pick on the Stargazers a lot.
Which, again, is funny, because I actually really like the Stargazers. They drew the short straw a couple times. I pick these at random when I pick on a tribe.
Silver Fang.
Yeah. Odds are, all things being equal, that Silver Fang's meat. That Simba's gonna kick the shit out of that guy.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
But...
Oh, the Simba, though. Okay.
But the Bastet are almost incapable of working together, while Garu work in packs.
Right.
You're not fighting Simba, Mufasa is not going up against a Silver Fang. He's going up against a pack of Garu. And even if Mufasa brings along Scar and Simba, they don't work that way.
Yeah,
they don't work together. They'll be just still trying to man-to-man it.
Right.
Man-to-man coverage doesn't work all the time. You got to zone it out.
Look at this man.
Sports and sports.
Sports is good.
Johnny Sportsman. Tim Dalton. What did I call you earlier?
Dommy Tixon.
Dommy Tixon. Fucking Pimmy Jalmer over here with the sport. And he's absolutely right, though.
Yes. No, I get what you're saying.
And who is setting up
the zone?
Who's teaching them those plays? It's the Ahroun.
Ahroun's doing it every time.
It's Chuck Daly, man. That was a basketball coach.
I know.
Okay.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
So you're saying all basketball coaches are Ahrouns?
Well, you know,
I'm listening.
we're going to be like this.
Okay.
I think we have all seen Teen Wolf.
The 1980s movie with Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, what else would there be?
There's a
Teen Wolf 2 with Jason Bateman?
No,
That was boxing.
there's a show. There's a show on
Anyway.
TV.
Teen Wolf played basketball.
Yes, he
He's a
did.
coach. I don't know, maybe. Maybe all coaches are around now. Good job.
Okay. Yeah. See what I did?
Safe to assume.
I'm just saying.
Is it safe to assume?
Just saying. There are some younger listeners out there that probably don't know that it's a movie. There is a TV show that was on MTV for a while.
Oh, was there?
Yeah.
All right.
And
I was far more concerned with the age of my Chuck Daly reference.
I was trying to ignore it.
1997's
Google,
Pistons coach.
Yes.
Power of Google, man. Someone will Google it. They don't know who that is.
No
They'll
one
Google
Googled Kwame. They're not gonna.
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah,
Danny
exactly.
lost his mind at the Kwame reference, and no one Googled that. I promise you.
it. You sure?
No,
Okay.
If they did, it was very few.
and it was after we explained it.
Right. They still didn't care.
Anyway, I mean, the point is yeah, there is that element there. Who do you think put those tactics together? Who taught those people how to work as a pack? There's an instinctual level, certainly, but I mean, you look at Fernarl or the plethora of pack tactics that are in the books. That takes training. That takes practice.
Mm-hmm.
Working is a cohesive unit. It doesn't just happen on its own.
No.
That's the Ahroun's job.
To make sure it's practiced and worked on and perfected.
Yeah, if your pack has an apartment in the city near the cairn, right? And like Tom's character wakes up in the morning and gets in the fucking Xbox every day. No, the Ahroun should be there to break the fucking thing and make him do push-ups on his thumbs or something.
Ouch.
Or go up to the rooftop.
Something.
Take a beating.
Why? Because that's your job.
Mm-hmm.
Your job is to fight and die, hopefully not soon, to stop the apocalypse.
It's coming. You better do something about it. And again, they're pack creatures, so the leaders better get the packs together.
Right? And like we say that out loud, it's like, that kind of sucks. I want to play some Xbox. But fucking two things about that. You
One, get a PlayStation.
Well, three things about that. Like, one, you can go play video games.
Right?
You can go do that.
Yeah, because the apocalypse isn't really coming.
Right.
We're not werewolves.
Right. And beyond that, who told you that being a Garu was, like, easy or fun?
Shouldn't be.
It's absolutely not.
It's a nightmare.
If someone told
24/7.
you that, they have a problem.
They fucking lied. Not to say there can't be good times had in a game. Not to say that packs can't have good times, that there can't be fun. You can find a couple good moments in the shittiest day.
That's
Always.
true.
But life as a Garu is not pleasant, it's not fun, it's not forgiving, it's certainly not a vacation.
There could be good moments, like when you call that customer service guy at Comcast. You could make a funny joke.
Again, you can, but
I don't see the Ahroun making that kind of joke, though.
No, I'm saying the customer service guy's like, yeah, I get this all the time. Like, make a funny joke. Tries to get you a little more light because he knows you're pissed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying there's still good moments. Could be.
I don't want to deny that at all. I just think, again, it's one of those things that, I just want my character to play Xbox. Well, then fucking just go play Xbox then.
And enjoy getting this dagger in your back.
Yeah,
And knowing what to do once it happens.
Keep playing Xbox.
I hope not.
No, he's fighting through the pain.
Playing
Playing Xbox.
I stand by that level of training, though.
Oh, I'm with you 100% on it.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Yeah. And what better way? And I mean, this obviously isn't a shared philosophy throughout the tribes, not a shared philosophy throughout storytellers. I don't know of anyone else who does it this way. I'm sure there are. I don't know everybody. I don't know what to tell you.
7.8 billion people in the world.
And
Sure you don't.
5 or 6. It's just 5 or 6, not.
Uh-huh.
Not billion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just want to make that clear. So not even 50 or 60, just 5 or 6.
Right, no, I get what you're saying.
Cool.
Half of who you know is in this room.
No, most of who I like is in this room.
Fair.
But no, I think that it's a good way that you could always have training going on in your cairns, something for your Ahrouns to do.
Yeah, it breaks up the mundane.
Certainly. It gives you a in-game a way to help train up some of those stats. You know, and remind us all that there are 5 dots. And the difference between a 3 and something and a 4 and something is pretty fucking massive.
That is true.
Yeah.
So
how do you get that extra strength?
Yeah, or that extra brawl. Well, 6 months of daily fistfights in the sept for training, that might have something to do with it.
Yeah.
At least half a dot.
You know?
Yeah, obviously, we look at my character, right? Mm-hmm. Yes, he's a Philodox, but lost his arm in combat. Had to be retrained on how to fight. Because now, how do you fight with one arm? Whiplash was my trainer.
Yeah, I remember that. He had you in lupus, and he just kicked you around the sept until you could run on 3 legs.
Yep, that was kind of funny.
That was.
that was funny. Yes, I'm talking about the actual combat training, though. That was just to get my ass in gear.
Yeah, but without the Ahroun there, your ass never gets in gear.
Exactly.
But please continue.
You know, a lot of the stuff we said was behind the scenes, but like it was still learn how to fight all over again. What you would normally do is never going to happen again. Retrain your whole body on what to do.
And I want to be clear, is when we said behind the scenes stuff, we talked about it. Mm-hmm. You know, little things like, well, this maneuver's not going to work anymore. This maneuver I like to do, that's in the garbage forever.
Right.
You know?
That will only get you killed.
Right.
Or somebody else
What
killed.
your instinctual moves were are gone.
Yep. You know, his fighting stance had to change from that point forward. Mm-hmm. We talked about how he was taught to stand from now on. You know, where his claws should be, from a basic standpoint, like a basic stance, if you will, needs to be in a different position. You know, you've got to look differently now. You can't just look at someone head on, you know?
You turn your body, keep your exposed spot away from the enemy at all times. That was all stuff that was trained to him by the Ahroun.
And an Ahroun, in this case, who had lost an eye in combat.
Yeah, he had to do that himself. He had to retrain himself. Think about that for a few seconds, too. Lost an eye.
So what other set positions do you think an Ahroun has? We obviously got the trainer.
Sure, I mean, you know, there's the Master of the Challenge.
Okay.
Warder.
I was about to say, yeah, Ahroun make a good warder. Set up Defense of the Cairns, absolutely, yes, please.
Then you have Gatekeeper.
Well, the Gatekeeper has to open the bridges as well.
Okay.
Which, you can teach an Ahroun that, but...
I think that'd be more on the third show.
Yeah.
Okay, well, just thinking out loud.
No, that's fine. How dare you?
Yeah, no, you're not allowed. Stop that. Oh my god.
But yeah, I think Warder is probably the big one, you know, especially with Defense of the Cairn. Mm-hmm. That's a real big one. Me personally, at least.
Yeah. And it's not, again, we're not saying that only an Ahroun could do the job, but it's a great job
suited for.
Probably. And really what we're doing here is we're reiterating on there is more to an Ahroun
than just Hulk Smash.
Right. He's not just Rocky.
Oh, God,
he's not
so
just
much
Conan.
more to them.
You know, there are very real responsibilities, and it's a real job to do. You know, there are cerebral elements. There are control elements where you need to have control of yourself. You know, I mean, we've been talking about them the whole time.
Mm-hmm. You look to the control, and I'm trying to remember who it was, and I apologize because I don't remember, but someone had reached out to me after our Rank Challenges episode.
Okay.
And there is pretty much went to me because they know my love of the Ninja Turtles, and there is a deleted scene of the original movie where Shredder told like 5 of his best guys, "You all have to attack me." And not once does he ever swing back, but it was all in defense of them attacking him, and they all went down. He never went down. That kind of thing. I just thought that was a really cool idea, like for some kind of rank challenge. And again, thank you for whoever sent that to me. I don't remember who it was exactly, but I thought that was pretty cool. Something they can do for training, even, or even another rank challenge.
I could see that scene. Not as a rank challenge, but I could see that scene roll out as training for Kalindarani. You get that old Stargazer Sifu, like, come at me, children. Okay. I'm going to teach you some shit. Where he just shape-shifts around them trying to kick his ass and lets them beat the shit out of each other in the process.
Essentially what that whole deleted scene was. It's a really cool scene, and again, it was like a deleted scene from the original movie. But I could see it happening, especially for training.
Thank you for that. That's a good image. I'm picturing it right now.
Isn't it cool?
It's such a good image.
See, it can be nice stargazers.
See? You did it anyway. Nicely
And I'm
done.
picturing it with like a cane.
Sure.
For some reason, I just picture either a staff or a cane in the guy's hand.
Well, mine's got a little braided goatee in his crinosaur.
Oh, I like that.
In Krynos.
Yeah, why not? Right under his little muzzle here.
No, it's
It's
cool.
secretly a fetish.
Alright, that's weird.
That's up to you.
Oh, no, it's secretly a fetish. It does something.
Oh. Gotcha.
What could you possibly do with
It
it?
was like this.
Extra defense or
the
something.
band.
What the
like
hell? Where did you take this?
I don't know.
I blame Tom.
Yeah, blame me. Blame the damn Ragabash. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I'm used to it. That's what I'm here for. To
Figures.
take the blame.
Better you than me.
Sure. But yeah, feel general. And I think I like the idea of... I haven't been to the storyteller. I never get to do it. But I like the idea of making that battle plan as the Ahroun. You know, we talked a couple episodes ago
Maybe, probably.
about the group I had where they were doing they surveyed the battleground.
Oh,
and
Snowball's Chance.
Yeah.
Okay, yep. We did a similar story, but yeah, you were talking about how they did a whole entire battle plan.
Yeah, they spent like 2 hours real time. Like, okay, now we know the patrol routes of these guards and we know their shifts and we got supplies.
And then he botches the first turn.
Yeah, which is hilarious. But, you know, forgetting that part. Like, I love that idea of sitting there coming up with the battle plan. Like, I don't get to do it. I don't get to play. But I think it's cool as hell.
Yeah, no, it's a cool idea. And again,
You know, and,
training.
yeah, and let's compound off that. Like, Tom was talking, I believe during the Ragabash episode, about the time he threw the rock at the guy who was supposed to be watching the gate because the kid wasn't paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's modify that. And it's the Ahroun throwing the rock at the couple members of his pack that are sitting around in the assembly area doing nothing, you know, with their thumbs up their ass.
He ain't throwing a rock. Hopefully he's throwing boulders.
Or he's throwing a rock from a place they can't see.
Perhaps a larger member of the sept whose back is to you. So he turns around, what the fuck did you two do?
I like that one.
Mm-hmm. I saw exactly where you were going with that one, yep.
Excellent.
Or maybe not even throwing a rock at all. Maybe a surprise attack to make sure your pack is ready for...
Certainly.
Yeah, ready for an attack.
I mean, I don't want to say the beauty, but a perk of being a Garu is that you're harder to kill than like a normal dude. So you can play harder. Setting you on fire...
Yeah, it won't kill you.
No.
It's going to hurt and suck.
It's gonna hurt and suck a lot and will eventually kill you.
Right.
But you just don't let it go that far.
Right, you should know what to do.
Whereas with normal people, you just don't set another person on fire.
Don't set the people on fire.
That's immediately bad forever.
Simulating a Karen attack. I like that idea.
You can break Jaeger's knee. You can take a sledgehammer to that kneecap. He'll heal.
Yeah.
Eventually it'll heal.
Yeah. It's going to hurt a lot, but...
Won't be getting back on ice skates ever again.
But it's going to hurt a lot, but so does war. You know? So does getting hit with balefire.
Ooh.
So does getting blasted with a shotgun. You know?
With silver pellets.
Ouch.
I didn't get hit with a shotgun at all.
With silver pellets.
Why would you do silver pellets, you jerk?
You wouldn't in the cairn. You'd use rock salt.
Oh,
or
we're still on the
buckshot.
Oh, I'm just talking just in general.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. Like, you can attack someone in it without trying to kill them. And hey, bonus points. It helps you work on your rage to learn to keep your cool while that shit's happening.
Exactly.
So you don't frenzy like a first-year pledge.
Who had too much to drink.
That's right. He had half that beer.
So when he lights the puppy pit on fire, those are like a 5 out of 10 chance of one of those, 2 of those cubs frickin' frenzying.
It's possible. And then which do you want, the berserk or the fox? I'm thinking fox is worse.
Yeah.
It's probably more of like a dishonorable thing.
I think it's more of like a forest fire thing.
Oh, that too.
Yeah, 'cause
Whoa.
they're just going to run on fire through the forest. Well, it's if your cairn's in the forest, but...
I'm just assuming.
I was thinking dishonorable because you're running away from the fight.
Which is true, but you're also on fire and in the woods.
Not a good idea.
It's a bad
There's
combination.
a lot of stuff that's flammable.
Everything.
Better that he berserks, and then there's a lot of, like, older,
Dead
more
bodies.
experienced Garu there.
Just pin him down.
That just shut him down. Because whatever, Cliath.
Just Zylo sits on him.
Just smacks him with the flat of his clave.
He would.
I can see that.
Boom, El Kabong.
Oh, kaboom.
Guy will wake up in an hour.
To be lit on fire again.
Quite possibly.
You failed. Try again.
Get it right.
Yeah, I was going to say, you didn't do it right the first time. Let's try again.
And he just create elements on him.
Why not?
He would. Wouldn't put it past him.
Any other?
That's the kind of sept we're raised in.
It really is.
So any other kind of those like challenges the Ahroun can do?
Oh, like for rank stuff?
Or just training in general?
Didn't we mention the one where it's simulating using different packs against another pack?
Yeah, we talked.
I liked that
We
one.
talked about that. I really do like that one.
That one's a really good one.
We
Thank
did,
you.
we did that one in the ring challenge, yeah.
Yeah, I was very proud of that one.
That is a really good rank challenge.
It's a testament to your leadership skills.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a different pack.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess, real quick, the idea behind it, just in case.
Sure, yeah.
The idea behind it is, it's you as the Ahroun are leading a different pack in the Sept for a particular war game, ideally an attack on the Sept to, quote, kill the warder or Elder X.
Or just capture the flag.
Well, I mean,
It's essentially what it is.
It is. It's a mock murder. We're not...
Mm-hmm.
You're not actually slicing his throat.
Right, you're taking the flag out of the belt of the elder, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
While again, you are leading a different pack in that sept, and
that's-
your pack,
and then your pack's leader
is being,
Oh man, what if that warder was Master in Kailindo and you had to get the flag? Good luck.
You're not going to.
icing on the cake, I guess.
Yeah.
But the purpose there is now you're showing your battleship, your leadership as a field general with people who are not your friends.
That you know nothing about. You
Right.
just know their auspice. And that's another thing is Ahroun needs to know every auspice's abilities.
And ideally, the individual's abilities
That too.
would be really nice. But I mean, you think about it, because if you have your own pack with that kind of challenge, they're going to fight harder for you. They're going to do everything they can.
Mm-hmm. Because it's your
Sure.
rank challenge.
Yeah, you're my pack brother. Of course, I'll do whatever. No. Let's remove this built-in loyalty.
They're defending.
Yeah, it's gonna be their ass if they go easy on you. In fact, you'll fail if they go easy on you.
Right.
And you know their weaknesses.
Yep.
You better exploit them.
Meanwhile, here's a bunch of people you don't know. You're in charge of them now,
God, I really like that challenge.
That'd be cool to run.
right?
But other, like I said, it was the, it doesn't have to be for rank challenges, but any other kinds of things it could do for training.
I mean, if you think of it, whatever you can think of. We talk about, it's been referenced that Whiplash would throw knives
Mm-hmm.
or like saw blades at people.
If you can dodge a saw blade, you can dodge a ball.
Basically dodge a wrench, dodge a ball scenario. Where he'd throw inappropriate shit at random, like trying to take your head off.
Mm-hmm.
Because what's the worst? You'll be fine, probably.
You could soak it.
Yeah, I mean, he's not trying to kill you.
If you die, well, then you were not good enough.
Yeah, you were just a lost cause. But no, seriously, I mean, so there's stuff like that, but that's less, I want to say practical
Okay.
from a game standpoint, and certainly less fun. Even the lighting on fire thing, that's not something I roll for, because you guys know what you're doing.
Right.
You just, it happens. We don't play it up too much, because look, how many times do you have to have that happen before you learn?
Mm-hmm.
But combat, yeah. You guys have done it. You've been pulled into combat, been knocked on your ass or knocked out, or vice versa, plenty of times.
Plenty.
Hell, it's usually voluntary for one of you.
Yes.
No shame in it. You're getting stronger.
No, again, we did it. We just said it. I was doing it on purpose because I had to relearn how to fight. I purposely ran into just sparring. I knew I was going to get my ass kicked.
Right? And what's the worst that happens? Because, hey, there are people around who can heal you, which is the point.
I missed most of that. That was my hiatus.
Yeah, it was. That sucked. It wasn't a lot, though. There wasn't a lot of stories.
No, it was a lot of behind the scenes stuff. It was talked about. This happens.
But that's a different thing for every
Right.
time. But yeah, like it's a thing that if you can think of it, you can do it. I mean, is the Ahroun and your Sept, is he in a position where they have the land or resources to put like an obstacle course together?
That'd be cool.
You have certain
Train
tribes.
people in agility, yeah.
You have certain tribes like the Geta Fenris. They have games like Claw Tag, which has never been. I mean, I guess it's what it sounds like.
It's probably exactly what it sounds like.
Yeah, it's probably exactly that. Yeah, there's a game called Razor Dance that was referenced in the first Tribe book.
I remember that one.
Which was never detailed at all. And then there's they do tug of war with barbed wire over a fire pit.
Holy fuck.
Not only you get lit on fire, but enjoy the barbed wire.
Yeah. They do the arm wrestling over glass and, broken glass and shit like that. And
it's just feats of strength.
Or endurance.
And, yeah, that too.
So I mean, that's stuff to keep in mind. And obviously, it'll vary by tribal culture.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be more maybe Irish-inspired or Scottish-inspired stuff with the Fianna. Maybe stuff with capers or I don't know what. You know what I mean?
Potatoes.
Great.
Just
and shillelagh duels or something.
I mean, they have their little, we called it Fight Club, but they have little fist fights and people bet on them. And
well, that's what I'm saying is, each tribe has their own cultural fallbacks. I won't say heritage, I want to say fallback. Because the Garu
play quarters.
The Garu are their heritage, but whatever they snake or borrow from humanity. So, you can look to that to find different spins on that kind of stuff. But ultimately, we go back to it. Someone has to learn battlefield tactics. Someone has to train these cubs. Someone has to whip a pack into shape. Someone has to manage the front lines, and someone has to hold it together when everything falls apart.
And that's absolutely...
That's your Ahroun's job.
That's the Ahroun.
It's a lot more than just Hulky Smash.
Exactly.
I don't know how many times we can iterate it, but it's a hell of a lot more.
But again, you can do it, and it's not wrong, but don't do it, because then that's not ringing the bell.
Right. You can, but that's you choosing to do the least interesting thing.
Something with the least amount of effort.
Yep. Like you're choosing to half-ass it, and if that's what you want to do, I guess enjoy. But you are choosing to do the laziest, most boring vanilla version of a thing.
So, let's practical application this a little bit. Maybe open some of our listeners' eyes on what they can see if they base this off of movie characters. Someone like Braveheart.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's definitely an inspiration kind of thing.
Yeah, William Braveheart is for sure an inspiration.
William Braveheart.
Yeah.
Grabs the flag. To freedom!
I mean, look at how many people he inspired.
It's true. I could. How about you go with Gladiator? Little Russell Gladiator.
That's another one.
He was commanding the troops in the Gladiator ring against Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin.
Almost as good as Gryphon.
Yeah.
How about Rocky?
Rocky, that's an interesting one.
Well, sure. Well, think about it this way. I mean, he's not a field general, certainly. He's not a man of intelligence.
He's a brawler.
Yes, he is. He's all heart.
He's a brute.
He is.
Which, you still need brute Ahrouns. Not all of them can be that war general.
That's true. I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, I talked about it earlier, it's the character, not the job description. You could be an Ahroun, be born under the full moon and be kind of an idiot. just not have that head for strategy, like Rocky. Mm-hmm. But who's Rocky? He's the guy, he's all heart. He's brute force and determination. He's control. He's the guy who doesn't fall down, or if he does, he's back up.
Sheer willpower.
Yes.
Yeah, the line was in the movie. It's not how hard you can hit. It's how hard you can take a hit and get back up and keep fighting.
I gotta tell you, you're quoting Rocky 5, which is like the worst Rocky, but it's like the best part of that movie. That
that's the best quote.
I gotta give it to you.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take that.
You took the turd. You found a pearl in the turd. That's what you did.
He polished. He kept polishing until he found it.
It's fine.
It is fine.
I'll take it. But at the same time, he was still smart. He might have been just a brute, but look the rope-a-dope, He'd sit there and he would just take hit after hit after hit until his opponent, wore himself out. Yeah. That was Rocky's move.
That was Muhammad Ali's move.
In non-movies.
I'm just saying.
No, it's fair.
But no, it's, he had that determination that you couldn't stop the man. Yeah, he's not a field general. And no, he wasn't a smart. Rocky was...
smart enough.
He was borderline a word we can't use anymore. Let's say regal instead.
Okay. Funny you say that.
Hey, yo, Mick.
I mean, you got 8-minute frickin' montage of training.
Actually, you want to put a pin on that. How about Rocky 2 when he was doing commercials? And he couldn't read the cue cards.
Really?
Forgot about that. Yeah,
I forgot about that
real.
one.
Yeah, because he wasn't supposed to fight anymore because of the damage to his eyes. So he was doing like the Brute Cologne commercial. He's like, "Hey, if you want to smell mainly."
Oh boy,
Brute.
He lost the job. So you can't even read. Get out of here.
too many punches to the eyeballs.
Well, but my point is, it's still a good example.
Mm-hmm.
That's a guy who doesn't quit, who doesn't back down, who uses his power. There you go. That's the grunt version. We didn't really talk about it.
No, we didn't. That is part of the Ahroun. It is in the book.
Yeah.
It is grunts.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
Do what they're told. They do it well.
They will give you that 200%.
You run the gamut there. You had Patton to Rocky.
Huh?
General Patton.
Oh, you didn't put General in front of that. I'm like, Patton? Who's
Yeah.
Patton?
Well, I thought I didn't know I needed. Yeah. Find General Patton to Rocky.
There you go.
That's the combination.
Oh boy.
Who else we got as well, not even, and not like actual, okay, so we were really digging into War General, movie-wise.
Well, I mean, that there was a Patton movie. But
Just to flesh out for our listeners.
Again,
No,
you look at Rollo from Vikings.
Right,
probably my favorite
that was a
one.
good one.
yeah,
That's
that
my
is a
favorite
really
one.
good call.
It's probably my favorite character of that show.
Did you finish Vikings?
No.
Okay.
Captain America.
Hey, there you go.
Yes. Yes, that is one. It's definitely an inspiration one. Yeah.
He was telling them what to do.
That's true.
He's the boss.
He's the trainer.
He's the combat boss.
He's your all-around Ahroun. He did it all.
Yeah. Well, he's very much like a field general.
And he throws shields.
And he takes a beating.
It does. I just want to throw that shields thing out to make no sense and just let it hang there for
Yeah, I
a
was going
second.
to say, are you going anywhere with it?
Nope.
Nope.
Well, he loses his shield to defend with, so he takes a beating.
There you
Because he
go.
throws his shield.
I can do this all day.
Great.
Yep.
Then, of course, I mean, we bring up Captain America,
Mhm.
which opens up, you think about the Avengers, and again, we look at the Hulk smash kind of thing, and that's really more of a frenzy.
Really, yeah.
I agree.
I think you look at it, you don't look at the Ahroun as the Hulk, you look at the frenzy as the Hulk.
I mean, essentially, that's what Banner's doing.
Yep.
He's getting angry enough to frenzy.
Throws himself a tantrum.
Just happens to turn green.
I mean, who doesn't from time to time?
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh.
Turn green.
Oh.
He turns blue. Jokey
Okay.
Smurf over here.
Wouldn't that be you?
That's you.
Resident Ragabash?
He was making a joke.
Well, we're not doing very good at jokes.
No. They're falling kind of flat.
Bummer. So, okay, yeah. So the tactician, the general, the brute, still be that tip of the spear. Let the rest of the nation be the spear behind you, in which thrusting towards the enemy, but you are that weapon of destruction.
So everyone's pushing you.
Sure.
Erotically put, gentlemen. Now,
Just the tip.
Oh,
with the thrusting and the deep and
the tip.
you guys.
Yep.
Back to HR with the both of yous.
All right. I think that'd be the school counselor, huh?
It's something.
Well, we're in school. This is the fight club.
I think why don't it be like gym class?
Yeah,
Like take a lap, dude. Just
fair.
Cool off in the shower.
Oh, not too far. Too far.
so this is our show.
Yeah.
I think Danny put it pretty well. So keep in mind is that there are multiple facets of the Ahroun. It's not just a one note. It can be a one note if
You let it.
yeah, but
Don't let
it's
it.
not. Yeah, hell, that's what we're all about. You ring the bell. Good enough's not good enough. There are multiple notes. Let's play all of them.
Yeah.
Don't give in to the stereotype. There's a lot to this auspice.
Absolutely. Build your character. Give it. Make sure to always think. Make sure to always ask the question why. I don't think we bring this up enough. Why? Why is your character the way he is?
No, it's a good point. You have that reasons.
Yeah. You don't do shit just because you're not 4 years old. You don't just do shit just because and you're not sure. So keep that in mind when you're building a character. Keep that in mind when you're working in Ahroun. Why is he the way he is? Why does he feel the way he does? Why is this his decision? Why does he think this is the best way to serve the nation or not?
Solid.
Everything's an onion, man. Just there's layers. Figure it out.
Wow, that's a callback.
Yeah, that's been a while.
But in the meantime, though, it is our time for today.
That's our time.
We're actually a little past time today. Sorry.
That's fine.
I got a little waylaid.
But a
But
sandwich.
it was a delicious damn sandwich. And some retakes in the post-mortem. But that is here or there. That took a while. But hey, that's our time for this week. Thank you so much for listening. And we hope to see you next week. You know where you can find us? If you don't, it's top of the show. We started with it. And we'll probably lead with it next week. So, until then, on behalf of everyone here at Scratchin Wolf Studio, we want to say take care of yourselves, take care of each other, keep your claws sharp, and your head in a swivel. We'll see you.